for my favorite sweatpants to dry. Normally, before I had a heart condition, this would be the kind of morning where I would definitely enjoy some coffee. Because I had a kid who was up very late last night, sick with a cough. Check this out. There is actual sunlight out there. Actual sun. And this is why I'm excited to get out and walk to the gym. It's about a 20-25 minute walk to the gym. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
About 7 years ago, my body tried to kill me. Do something stupid like climb a tree or go up a cliff, and if I fell off, my body was in it with me. 29 years old, I'm having what looks like a heart attack, I'm in the ER, it's kind of blown everyone's minds, and they send me down to the cardiac intensive care unit in Lima, Ohio. And there it eventually comes out that I have a heart defect, which is called hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. Basically, when I get overtired, when the heart is stressed, when I'm stressed, when sometimes all those things line up at once, my heart just goes crazy and goes into overdrive. It starts beating faster and faster and faster. It just starts firing on all cylinders. And it's incredibly uncomfortable. It feels kind of like running as fast as you can and then stopping, and the speed at which your heartbeat is going right then and there, no matter how relaxed you are, is kind of where it is and keeps climbing. So for the last 7 years, I have not been allowed to run, lift, jog, do basically anything other than a walk, or lift more than 10 pounds. Those have been the hard limits on my life. I've not been allowed to do any of that. And it's been a real pain in the ass, because I liked working out, I liked being in sports, I liked doing a lot of those things when I was younger. And having them all taken away from me was tough. So in November, I get a new cardiologist. And this new cardiologist tells me that he's going to clear me to jog, and he's going to clear me to weightlift. Which was kind of a moment, right? They say we often don't know how much we value something until it's been taken away from us. And I have to be honest, I did not like running long distances. I used to go to the gym, I used to do some interval training, 20 minutes of sprinting and walking to keep up my cardio, but I hated running long distances. But after 7 years, the idea of being able to get both my feet off the ground, the moment he told me I could do it again, it was just a profound moment. It sort of represented for me a break in sort of my life stages. There was this moment for me that was kind of like up to the point when I was 29 and I had the heart attack symptoms. That was a life I was living. And then there was a life that happened after that for 7 years, which is a life of strong limitations and daily boundaries, and constantly having to be careful to not kill myself by having a memory lapse, So I still have some limitations. I am not allowed to lift really heavy weights straining. So in other words, I can't do sets of 3 maxed out. I have to be able to do at least 10 or 11 reps of what I'm doing. So I got to do 10 or 11 reps of a medium weight, which is a very different lifting style than I had when I was in my 20s. I was interested in bulk. I was the 100-pound nerd in high school, and when I got to college and really kind of discovered weightlifting, I wanted to be strong. I wanted to be able to lift a really massive amount of weight, and I wasn't so interested in being slim. So I love doing those sets of, 3 sets of 3 to 5 reps and really getting that strength. I used to watch the world's strongest man competitions all the time because these guys, they looked like friggin' Vikings. They weren't bodybuilders, they were strength builders. And that appealed to me because being the little guy who got pushed around a fair amount when I was younger, being the little guy who was a fast sprinter but couldn't run very well over long distance, which we now know is because I have a heart defect, I wanted that strength. So now I'm back in the gym. I'm allowed to do 3 to 4 sets of these high rep exercises, but I'm back in the gym and on weights, which is fantastic. I am not allowed to sprint. I am not allowed to do really heavy running, but I'm allowed to jog at a steady pace for a long distance, which is, again, sort of anathema to everything I set up and was doing when I was younger. So this does involve me having to flip a different switch. But because it was taken away from me, I am so friggin' grateful to be allowed back on a treadmill and running 3 to 4 miles an hour. I'm not fast. I'm really slow. I plod. But I'm in there and I'm plodding. So right now I'm halfway between the gym and my house. It's just really nice to have energy again. Those two geese are beating the crap out of each other. A 2-mile run and half-a-mile walk cool down in the gym. I had originally promised a friend that I would go with them up to the Midwest Writers Conference in Ann Arbor today, but with sick kids at home, it didn't seem like a good idea. I have some company. I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed. There was some sun out this morning, but it is ominous again and gray. Northwest Ohio. What's that?
I don't think it's going to be great outside.
No?
Hi. There. Helmet's on. Oh.
Two-wheeled bike. First time ever. Okay, just push it around with your feet a little bit. Get used to it.
It's wobbly.
It is wobbly. There you go. You can walk around.
Oh, this isn't so bad.
Now I've got my headphones in, and it's time to get a couple hours of work in to see if I can get close to finishing the anthology. Just got up from unintended hour and 15-minute nap. I just, after dinner, just passed right out on the couch while checking email. So I'm still a little groggy, but I agreed to go out to a nearby restaurant that has music on Saturday nights to go and listen. It's the end of the night. My buddy didn't show up to head out to that restaurant for us to check out the live band, but that's all right because I was actually kind of exhausted and had fallen asleep. I basically have one story left to edit on the anthology, so that should be finished up tomorrow. Again, I keep hoping to finish it on each day that I'm doing this, but doing my best. See, like until then, it had been me and my body against the world. Do something stupid, climb a tree, climb a triff. Triff? Really? Triff? What's a triff? A tree plus a cliff.